They added voice chat on PB? No way! No way! Is this Pirates of April? Are you trolling me? Voice chat in League of Legends, seriously? Like for real? Wait, but where are the news about it? I didn't see anything on Reddit. Per skin spotlight, voice comms abuse reporting has been added to the PB 16.5. You can also simply swap between party chat and team chat with voice comms. No fucking way, chat. Okay, we have some stuff to react to. Pantheon for playing side lanes, also early game, and then Orianna. They have played this combo before. Actually, they didn't. These guys were not the one playing it. Yeah, but we have seen this comp work from BNK. Or they would do the flash in Pantheon into Orianna ult into Mega Explosion. Satsari appreciate 95 in Arrow. Giga Chad Ornn. So they take Ambessa jungle and then they pick Ornn as the counter pick to Rumble for scaling top lane. There's a lot of scale. There's only scaling in this game, but right now TRX definitely outscales. With Azir Ambessa plus Ornn items, Ornn engage against Orianna, their comp looks better. We'll see how 4-5 goes. Ash Seraphine, oh shit! Ash Seraphine suddenly becoming popular in LCK. Are you just going Ezreal? You are just going Ezreal, it's a good blind pick. You can still go Ash Seraphine into Ezreal. And it looks like you don't need a lot of damage when you're playing Pantheon Orianna Rumble comp because you already have 3 damage threats. So Jean is decent just for Dabian ult. And now Peter can just go Alistar. I like this most. This can be Leona Rel. This could be Nami if he wants to go Enchanter route, but I think it will be another tank for them. Nautilus works as well. Just follow up on the Ornn ult and Ambessa ult, right? But Enchanter will be fine because you already have double frontline, so you don't need to hold into tank. Okay guys, both teams, I still believe scaling is on the side of DRX. They have that Ornn, Ambessa, Azir in their core. Meanwhile, Jhin is not gonna really outscale these. Also, Ornn scales so well with ult later on in the game, knocking up anybody really. As for DN Supers, I think they are better early game skirmishes after level 3, after one item actually. Let's just say after one item. They should also have a lot of lane priors.
Nothing for either side has really put anyone in the lead, as now Peter might be out of position. Remember, does have his ultimate back off cooldown now.
This is really bad. Alistar's that HI, nice insect. But they missed Ambessa ult. Yuka gets pulled back. That should be a 1-for-1, right? Worst case, TP coming in from Rumble, TP coming in from Ornn as well. This fight is looking pretty good for DNS. Rumble is gonna have so much damage right here. He missed his ult. Okay, Rich. Rich TP'd into 4 people. 07 Rich. Willer has to flash away. You know what they fought for? It's a 12-minute fight for a Scuttle Crab. There is nothing else. There's absolutely no reason to fight there. There are no dragons. But there was a Skull Crab. And I respect it.
I want you to kind of look at what they use on the Pantheon, on Ghoshik. So there's a zero, there's no
Ambessa ult was really bad there. If Ambessa ult connects, I think Piosik gets one shot. And then he can't go into Yukal, and then Yukal doesn't die. And then the fight gets way better for DRX.
A lot of their good tools.
You have all of DNS in the vicinity.
What? That hit? Okay, but Piosik has a really crazy good E here. Oh my god, that flash by Closer was insane. Yuka has no flash now. Yuka is getting solo balled by Closer very slowly but surely. Closer has Shockwave. Dogdam is trying to join. Dudu now is rotating. Oh, this is a wipe. Jiu is gonna get comboed by Alistar. The cow. Mad cow.
It took a bit more time for them to get online, but 3.5
Dudu.
16 minutes.
Alistar is here though. Nice combo by Pita. Okay. Nice so much by Dudu, but Alistar has no ult. Alistar has to flash away. No, Dudu, why would you flash in? He had ult in 2 seconds. He didn't have to flash in there. He just kept running away. Just hold on.
We've got it in the late game. as we often say if we're trying to be the optimistic one in solo queue.
That is very optimistic.
Now closer. Could be Emperor's Divided.
Wait, what is the play here? Bro, what is UCAL thinking?
Once again dead. That was an odd decision to make.
What was that? What was that decision?
Pigeon Man, you are dead.
Nobody was even close to follow it up. You had no TP on Rich. You went to Insec and then you died. Nice sidestep by Dogdam.
Sidestep from Dogdam is
Holy.
beautiful.
I mean, he had flash as well, just confident.
Clean Dogdam.
And also, and the damage mitigation means that he's just not that squishy.
Yeah, he
feels
pretty
well.
well.
Andal, no flash. Nice W by Peter, I liked it. They're all going on to use Closer. Closer has flash. Closer gets the shockwave and dies, but I think the fight is still gonna go well for DNS. Actually, UCAL is doing so much damage on the background, untouched. They can't kill Reach. Dogdam has to ignore Reach and go kill UCAL. Oh wow, that was crazy. Okay, that was sick. UCAL.
As he shifts the sands, and
1,
is able
2,
to get himself out of
3,
there. Curtains have been called, though.
4.
And the last bullet not
from
quite
you.
enough.
We have another dragon fight coming up. Wait, UCAL is really deep. He's 1v3 there. Dogdam is mid range as well to Azir.
A bit of trouble yet again. Man, he is just not having a great time this game. As now Heba pulverized onto Andal, and he should be set up on a silver platter for a double kill. They're just not written in the game. Because I think maybe we missed
the
the email was in junk or something like that. We've got to get it out of now. Andal is potentially caught out of potentially, I mean, he's very caught out of position.
You see, that's why now unless you get a really good and clear engage sucks. Because you can't run away.
Okay. Well, they're gonna
meanwhile, when Alistar gets called, he just does like a little...
Baron takes a long...
I know it was on his Cassante.
You do?
Now Duda could be in a little bit of trouble.
It's pretty good rumble. Okay, Willa has to run away.
Seeing what he can get done here.
Duda is so tanky, what the fuck. Bro, Duda is still alive, they just can't kill him, he's too tanky. Wait, Dogdam? Okay, nice flash by him, and UCAL go...
Once again, UCAL immediately dies. Oh, it's just not the best.
Oh, yo, guys. Hands off Azir, Mr. UCAL. Let's get you to bed, Gramps. I believe as long as it's physical damage, it works. I'm not sure if it works magical. I think it works with magical as well, maybe.
Yeah.
So,
it scales with bonus health, though.
Well, speaking of Rich,
nice one, Peter.
With the headbutt, that was beautiful.
Alistar is just look at how much space he builds this champion. He gets 2 combos. Oh, what a shockwave! Alistar is so broken. Okay, it's not. Alistar is not OP. Alistar is not OP, but it's so good. Oh, Jiu?
Is looking for even more. Down will go Jiu, and is that going to be the ace? They save Rich till last because
I think Rich is gonna get cooked here as well.
And Jiu has an endless hunger, but unfortunately, I think he's still going to be hungry. They're an Andal penta angle. That's what we've got to see. But I don't think so. As UCAL has respawned, Hook is going to connect.
Okay, Peter just stabs away UCAL. Andal's gonna die. Peter is zoning Azir. Azir can actually auto anybody besides Alistar, and Alistar is not dying, so. Damn, Peter. My chat. Peter is honestly my chat. Peter played so well this game. His Alistar was really good in teamfights. He was always being so annoying and unkillable because of how Alistar ult works. Holy shit, look at Dudu, he's walking like this. Chest pumped up. I think I played Fizz Jungle this year like one time and I won. I need to check here. What? Yang? What? G2 Yang loss? What do you mean G2? What is this? What is G2 Yang's loss? Silver 3. Bronze 3. G2 Cup's size, G2 Yang's loss. But Yang's loss is playing mid lane and G2 Cup's size is playing jungle. G2 Broken Brain. What? Wait! I found the G2 esports team from Temu. We have the G2 Yang loss, we have the G2 Broken Brain, and we have the G2 Cup sized. Wait, is there anybody else? Do they have more? No, I don't think so. I think that's it. G2 Broken Blade, G2 Capsized, and G2 Jankos loss. Okay, all the mages are out now. Not all of them. Orianna Azir are out. Next prior is Yunara Varus. Yeah, I think the Gwen ban does mean Rich will probably just end up playing a tank. Also because you're playing blue side, so you don't really get a counter pick top lane. The blind picks with no counter pick are Renekton, Tanks, and maybe Nara.
Something to have in mind is that Varus...
Any clue for meta junglers? Meta junglers will not change based on the patch that I was just going through. You will still play Jarvan, you will still play Diana. Yeah, Varus, Nico is open. You can play Korkin to Varus, but Xin Zhao first pick seems like zero value and Jarvan is open and Lee Sin is open for Pyosik. Is this Lee Sin Varus? And you drop support to 3. Okay, in my opinion, that's a shit draft as well. Why? Because Sylas for Yukal is so good now. If I was Yukal, I'd just lock in Sylas. You have Ahri ult, you have Varus ult, you have good matchup mid lane, you have good scaling. Talia is hard to play into Ahri and Varus, because you not only get outranged by Varus poke, but also you can go easily get engaged on by Ahri. So I think Talia pick for Yukal is a bit iffy. I'd much rather see a Sylas. And if you want to go the scaling route, you can go Galio and just ult Xin Zhao and Sivir, Peel. And we get the Bunny Girl against the Fox Girl in the mid lane. Then this should be a Nico pick on 3. And then ban Karma. Or Jarvan against Sivir and then ban Thresh. Yeah, this is not a very blind pickable blind pick, but considering that Ornn is already out, you could just pick a Sion, but then you get milked by First Strike Cannon. Yorick!
Now Dudu thinking about Yorick. Wow, I did forget about Yorick.
I feel like DNS comp is actually quite good by themselves. You have that Wukong Rakan engage, then you have Ahri to follow it up, and then you have Varus to follow it up with ult and Q, right? Meanwhile, DRX comp is way more of a together comp. Yorick will be split pushing, and Yorick will be winning side lane against both Aurora Cannon when he gets Mercs and one item. Meanwhile, DRX needs to group and pull the trigger together because they can't side lane. Their only option is to teamfight. I really like DNS comp. I'm not convinced about the Yorick, but the 4 champions they have is amazing. Wukong Rakan with Varus and Ahri is just so good. Rakan has the sustain, but Leona has tankiness and damage in the early game over him, and then Sivir can just perma-shove with recorrect.
Well, Willer is going to try and turn the wind into lightning.
Well, Mr. Dogdam, what are you gonna do now?
Let's see whether this is going to work out. It's all on Andal.
No cleanse. Stunned, Eid, and killed. That was very free.
As well, as now Peter in some trouble.
Bye-bye, Peter. Jew is gonna tank. Wait, what? What?
And yeah, just sacrifices himself.
Okay, I thought Jiwoo could just tank and they could do it cleanly, but instead they make Xin Zhao tank and they play 1-for-1. That was not a clean dive. It could have been 2-for-0. That being said, this is what Leona does. She walks up, she presses QW under tower, she gets over 100 armor level 3.
But Dogdam just gets locked up and blown up. And in this situation, they make the call.
Why did Varus not flash? He couldn't. He got Q'd by Leona, E'd by Leona, and then he got knocked up by Xin Zhao. There was absolutely no counterplay for him. Sleep into nap? That sounds amazing, no?
Which one is this?
I don't actually know what it's called, but it looks like
whoever gets this guy gets 6 on the jungle.
Oh, yeah. From Miss.
Anyway, we do have the grand
Andal is so tanky, but Dudu is rotating faster.
He gets exhausted and he's going to go down.
Hey, that was so free! DNS is just playing with their food.
Does offer a fair bit of damage back towards Closer, who
that felt so free. Yorick was rotating faster. Now another Chang onto Yukal, and he has to flash away. There's no way! There's just no way Rakan roams to mid lane. You see him, you trade against him, and then you still get ganked after the fight is already over. You still get your flash burnt and lose 60% HP. That's disgusting. Wife had to die for the husband to push the tower and get some gold.
He'll take that.
Rich does manage to get the stun, but there's another gully wall, and the flash is just not going to do anything at all. So that's a solo bolo there from Dudu.
Yeah.
As Pyosik looking for this dragon.
50-50.
Willer is going to make his way in. Let's see whether he can actually get there. It's Pyosik that secures the dragon, but can
this fight looks pretty decent for DRX now. Pyosik is already dead.
Oh
my god, he's so tanky! He's not already dead. He actually played it pretty well. And now Closer has still 2 stacks. The charm is going to be important. The charm. Maybe Closer can actually get a double kill as well. That's 2.
is trying to get out
No
of those
flash?
hands as quickly as possible. There's the orb deception, the flash forward.
No way.
But it's not enough.
Ow!
Closer, in fact, almost
What a
dies
fight.
to the Q fade away from you.
Insane.
Man, that was yeah to pick that one away as Willa gets lit on fire here preemptively. Hail of Arrows does come down to try and slow him up. Chains of Corruption max range as they do throw a lot of their damage into the Crescent Guard, but Willa is still going to go down. Andal trying to escape, and DNS team fighting.
That's why the
once
comp
again.
functions without just us four. They are so good at chasing, so good at team fighting. And Yori can always be left on silent. Oh shit, wait, there is a cannon! There is a cannon! There is a cannon! And Tozer is dead.
Yeah, he's just going to get shot with a gun.
Is the Rich gonna ult? No. Rich is just gonna auto-attack him to death. Hey, Kozer gets 3 minions though.
That is going to be the kill going over to Rich. Likely to even things out
We
here.
can probably get some stuff for like 8 as well.
Between the worlds, could be in a
If
little
you order a
bit of trouble.
kebab, it's pretty cheap.
Wow!
Yuko! Holy moly, that was sick! He hit every ability! That was really well played. I mean, he's gonna die, but that was still sick.
Give them that much of a gold injection, as now Willa is looking to try and take down Dudu. Man, that Ghoulie wall actually working out very effectively as Yuka comes over, wants to get that damage through. 2 versus 1, and Dudu just wants out.
Damn, he's going back in! Get back in there! Get back in there, Dudu! Come on! Come on, Dudu! Come on! That's gonna be ult from Peter, and that's gonna be ult from Dogdam, and that's gonna be a dead Leona. Even without ult from Dogdam, just ult from Piosik instead. Okay, this land, but remember, you can always watch streams, you don't need to play the game yourself. That being said, it's very important to take a chill when you play solo queue. That is the best way of still being a player, or find friends, that also helps. Listen, thanks so much for supporting the content, and I really appreciate the $120, okay? That will definitely get me through many takeaways, and in fact, today I'm going out for dinner, so I'm gonna use your money for it. Thank you. Jiwoo is that unplayable against Wukong. Peter is dead as well. Ari is still top lane. She's not tipping in. Wait, what?
I'm not sure about that one, buddy. That was sometimes you press E because you want to.
Close is not even there.
Yeah.
They don't even have the Ari there. Yeah, so into the fight, both teams had a lot of tools available.
It's Yandel. Oh,
Gio is going to get interrupted. They now
that's a very annoying Varus. That's like an insanely annoying
I
Varus.
think one of the things that playing...
I really like solo laners shadowing each other on side lane. What does that mean?
So much pressure on the side lane like
What does it
this,
mean
the
to shadow
response
each other?
typically is stop
It just
Baron,
means
right?
when
But
one
this
solo
season,
laner
Baron's
gets
so
really
hard to
big
kill.
bounce on side lane, he can then base and go behind the other solo laner to push out or possibly push a tower or look for a play. Use his tempo to base and go to the other side of the map.
Yeah, Baron's so hard. The Rex are looking to contest though.
Oh no, that TP sucked. Oh no, that ult from Rakan sucked harder! Hey, this is playable because Sivir is getting to bounce. I don't think he has the damage there yet, right? This is the kind of team fight DRX actually wants to take when Sivir has items. No flash Chiwu. No, he walked into it! He walked into Yori cage! Oh no, they are all dead now. Yeah, Sivir had 2.5 items this fight. She didn't have that LDR yet. She had the Zeal instead, or a Quiver, I think. She needed LDR and maybe she could have carried this. His shovel one-shots towers.
Going to help take this one down. Pyosik looking for an angle here, but it looks like DRX will play defensively enough. Not going to die for an inner turret right now. But this inhibitor turret is likely to fall. The siege capability of this composition is actually quite high, especially with the 1-4 that they do have available. It's very, very strong. As DRX, they need to force something. Oh,
but Andel took the portal to flank, but they're just going forward. Nobody. Where is Leona, guys? Where is she?
Died, but he very much did. And Andel is now just looking very uncomfortable on the wrong side of the fight. Help me,
Andel got a bit stuck on the wrong side of the wall.
Looks like this game is pretty much over.
Andel is running at his next, trying to save it. Okay, they get the combo onto Closer. But meanwhile, Sivir is melted from that monkey. And Bunny got killed by the monkey as well. GG's. Pyosik 918. Really great team fighting. 10 kills, Pyosik. DNS is stomping the series so far. Absolute stomping.
get a series, isn't it?
Nocturne Gwen Bard Yunara. It's a little bit weird to ban Yunara in game 3 when you have first pick. This could be Ryze. Yeah, this 100% is Ryze now. Yeah, this between Vi and Ryze. And there's not a lot of junglers left too. It feels like all of the prior junglers got eliminated, but PLC does play Lee Sin. And I think we had a hand before as well in LCK. They ban Lee Sin, wow. Okay, so this is, they are calling the bluff and they are saying, you first pick Ryze, we get Anivia and Vi. So now you have to choose between Vi first pick or Ryze first pick. And they choose the Ryze first pick, most likely now, by hovering it. Caitlyn, Aphelios, Xayah, Xayah makes a lot of sense into Vi. Xayah makes sense into Vi, and then you also get to ult Nico ult if you react to it well. Yeah, but I feel like support is a really hard one. What do you pick against Nico with Alistar being banned, and then you can't really pick Enchanter? Can you?
You can sync the wild growth with the engage.
Lulu Xayah, that's not a lane really, chat. That's very weird. Also, Lulu is not easy to play this game. I mean, if she can stay as a backline and she doesn't get engaged on, she can still polymorph Vi. But if Lulu is ever in engage range, she gets completely blown up before she can place a button. Not a big fan of this Lulu pick. I think this draft actually does belong to D and Supers. I mean, I don't know, because as much as I don't like Lulu, everything else fits well. You have Jarvan against Talia. You have Rai. No, I do like DNS super comp better. I think DNS comp this game is definitely better. Okay, chat, the last Gamba possibly if DNS finishes as 3-0, but I feel like DRX actually has a good chance this game. As long as the gameplay is going to be equal, I think the game is playable. Yeah, Lulu is pretty strong now generally, and she's a good laner, but you're also picking Lulu into Vi, and you're picking Lulu into Nico, and then they also get a counter pick AD carry, so they ended up with playing a dive comp with a Kai'Sa. You know what I mean? Like, it's a hard game for Lulu to play. I spent 90% of my gaming time watching or playing League of Legends, and then 10% is I try to play with my friends, but my friends don't like MMORPG games. So I don't really get to like know live in these games unless I really like the game. Then I can play alone. We have like very anti-synergy. We are very anti-synergetic with my friends. All of us like different games. The only games we all liked was League of Legends, but they don't play with me, so... I mean, actually, I wouldn't want to play with them anyway. I mean, like, ARAM is fine, but I don't really want to play League of Legends when I already played so much. I don't want to play it, like, extra.
I was talking about how the Nico obviously helped Kai'Sa get through potentially some trickier lane spots, but not really working out. And now Jiwoo, you're getting dove.
Yeah, he does have barrier. He's going to use it. The Close is here as well, and just comes
okay, we just find that Nico base, and then there's like the whole Avengers squad is here at level minute 4 in my like free time.
That feather recall was ridiculous.
Jiwoo
taking so much
nice flash, but I think he's dead to Peter, no?
Like, what, 1 health?
Oh, Nemo's toe gap.
To pick up the kill.
Wait, what?
We've got another
Why is Jiwoo here?
Oh,
but the Q flash was clean!
Down goes the Xayah. No option.
Oh, okay, the DRX is back. The DRX is better back. He closes the flash, right? Nice Q flash by Willer into insta-chain with ult. So Jiwoo this time was baiting. And then somehow with 1 kill on Kai'Sa, he's now equal slash ahead in gold. There's level 6 now. You have that Lulu ult. Oh, they are trying to go onto reach. That was a good trade. But this dive only works when they get the wave into the tower, which it seems like they can't really get right now. Okay, well. And I said it.
Close it just every time. He just walks over, picks up a kill.
Damn, Dudu been performing really well.
Going back to...
Oh, Andal is here in position. Dudu does have the counter-strike now, but just the movement speed. And
Rich.
For a bit of an angle as Pershik's
Oh, Rich.
The Cataclysm onto Rich. Pop Blossom
oh,
does
no.
not a lot of anything at all. And the
oh,
just
no.
By the
oh, no. DRX. Why do you fight them without your Talia and your Kai'Sa or your Vi being in position? You just went in 2v4.
Just feels like the set plays from DNS.
I suppose DNS had like a pretty good idea and everything is gonna lane swap. Yes, I'm planning another Korean arc. Before MSI even starts, we are gonna go to Korea. Nice E. He can't move. Oh wait. What? What? Dudu? Dudu gets sniped by Kai'Sa!
Void Seeker, but I have a feeling
Okay, and
that
Dogdom
Willer
clutches
is not
in
gonna
here.
make it.
Wow,
Dogdom's gonna
Dogdom.
seal his fate. So 2 for 1 in favor
Clutch
of
gets that
DNS.
kill.
Still favorable.
Is on the map,
I mean, we will see a 5v5 fight
Very
right
scary
here. The
right
gold
now.
is still
2-1 and
pretty
3 on
much
Zion.
equal.
As now they're gonna
Dudu
try
no
and collapse
flash.
onto
Dudu.
The wall is going to be set up.
Okay,
Dudu's
Dudu's trying to buy
gonna try and
time.
as much time
The
as
boys are
possible.
coming, guys. The boys are coming. The boys are coming, but I think Dudu is
They
dead.
couldn't get close enough, and down goes the
Okay,
Jax.
Piosik.
Just bring all your friends. That's the way to deal with it. Is that's a Rip Trail just thrown down.
Okay, Piosik is just taking head out.
And Shelly
Gets
is gonna try and
triple
do what she
knockup,
can.
maybe?
Look for
No.
another knockup, yeah, but he's just gonna take
Run
the
to the
river
tower,
exit.
Piosik. Run to the tower.
Yeah, Piosik will get a charge, but may give
Whoop,
up this dragon.
boom. Way.
That was a weird maneuver.
I mean, DNS moving to defend, but
Dogdom.
Dogdom in trouble.
Yeah, that Featherstone timing fantastic. but
Wait,
it's on cooldown
Dogdom
as
has
the wall
flash.
comes in.
Nice sidestep. Dogdom trying to turn it around. And Dogdom just gets 100 to 0. He went way too deep. Rich is tipping in now, but this fight looks so good for DRX. This could be a Baron in 30 seconds. Piosik has to run away. Piosik. Nice flash by Piosik. There's no way Dudu can clean this fight up.
It is just Dogdom on
Yo!
the wall, but DRX.
Piosik.
Now, Andel's also surfing
TP
over.
coming in from Nar, and Jax has no TP. Ult from Dogdom is good. The root is good, but he's gonna get one shot, and I think this fight is gonna be wiped for DRX. No? Okay. Yep, that's it. That's the soul. That's the soul for DRX. Dudu is not around with no TP, and they take the fight.
Oh, the little Lulu that
The little Lulu. Wait, the little Lulu? The little Lulu actually gets away.
And so,
Dawn, this
That's gone.
spike and the Kai'Sa is insane.
That is just gone.
gigantic.
Piosik just smited
Let's
Grump.
see
He
where
can't even
the-
smite
Yoshi
Baron.
can go. He can't
I guess
get in
he
there.
also knew that
Weaver's
he's not gonna be
to
there in
get
time.
Yuka, but he gets immediately
Yuka gets
put into the
rooted.
room
Willer?
prison. Now Willer is going to try and mitigate.
Okay, I mean,
Oh
this
my
is-
God.
yeah.
Where did Closer go? Pop Blossom now as well as T-Rex are looking to add winning to winning. As Dudu, I don't think he's going to be able to get enough done.
Dogdom is trying to damage, but he's the AD carry at 2.5. Oh, wait, Dogdom! Dogdom actually does some good damage. Nice double shove there, though. And then Willer is still gonna die. Yuka flashes in to finish off the kill. Cinema!
That is the ace for DRX, and finally, they're looking good.
23 kills in this game.
Trying to make the hero play there.
We are
He's
going
shut
to these
down
LCK team
by
fights.
Yukao. We see the Baron get secured, and then Yukao tries to make this wall happen. It's just immediately
Yukao just gets denied by Ryze W. Dudu gets ignored by Vi. He just goes on to Ryze. Ryze dies.
Some of the engage.
Hey, but Dogdom in a 2v4?
Rich doesn't connect immediately.
Imagine he had Air at this point, or LDR. The Dogdom fucking steps up big time here. Unfortunately, his feathers miss.
Slightly, but here he's still going. Peter Wild goes in with his last breath, but Yukao just launches a boulder at his head.
And just kill.
Ryze is really far behind. He's only level 15 with little wages. He needs Actualizer too. Okay, flash onto Andel. Is that a play? And he EQs out. Yuko. Okay. Flash on to Dogdom, and Dogdom is bursted down again!
For Dogdom, no way to press any buttons at all, and now the rest
Closer.
of DRX are bearing down on DNS.
Oh, but he takes that with him.
Just a tricky spot to be in.
I would say tricky certainly does fit the bill. As Closer looking for an angle once again. As there
Another
is
one from
flag
Piosik.
drag, and
Nico ulting 3 people in total. Oh, but what a flag from Nar. There'll be no Elder Flip. That's a full-blown ace, and that's the end of the game.
DNS, they realize that what they need is a Hail Mary, and unfortunately they spat
That's
out as
it. I
one
mean, they
fell
played a
over.
dive comp.
And DRX will
Willer really
just
made
blow
use,
them out.
made use of his champion. Even though Ju was behind early in lane, Kai'Sa was still so valuable in these fights, could follow up every engage from Vi, Talia, or Nico. And then even though also Nar was behind in the early game, it just didn't matter because the game was not played through side lane, the game was just played through Vi engages and Nico engages.
But we are gifted with a series, ladies and gentlemen, the beginnings of the DRX.
Chad, I think this is a moment.
Start now.
They are removing Lucian Nami, but Yunara is open. That to me looks like a Yunara first pick for DRX. There is Yunara open, there is Sion Gwen open, a Cassante ban. I'm not really sure what is the point of that. Maybe Rich is gonna blind pick Rek'Sai. Yeah, I do like Renekton stocks here as well. All of the champions that are good into Renekton are now removed. We have Renekton Corki, and now it's a bit harder. I think Sion top lane for Rich. Top lane champion pool is so crap.
go
ult.
with
Mundo jungle.
Aunt on the cards.
Mundo jungle Sand top. But you don't really get
Obviously,
enchanted
we've
anymore
seen
for
not the
Yunara
most
this
hit
game.
impact, but
I don't think you
just
pick Sand here then,
farm
no? You
kind of
probably just
unkillable
pick something
later.
else.
Jace gonna be looking
Ace.
here as
I mean,
well
that
for
is
Rich.
a
That
flex
is his
pick,
answer
but
to the
most likely a
Renekton. I
top
feel like
lane,
that
I
could
guess.
go
Crazy
Piosik
enough
is gonna
to
play something
go
crazy this game.
something
Zach,
like lane
Ramos.
Jace. But
I know
think
Piosik
it's
is
the
gonna cook for
jungle
sure. Because there's no
Would you just
counter pick
kill
to
the
Mundo
Jace
jungle.
over and over? You could go
There's nothing
Sejuani,
that's
you
good
could go
against Mundo
Nidalee.
jungle. So you either pick a scaling champion and you try to outscale him, or you just
Nidalee
mega
feels
cook.
crazy.
I don't
I'm
think
not sure,
Kindred is
but,
good here.
I mean,
I think Chao have made way more sense here.
it does have
Okay, so
point-and-click
hear me out.
ultimate.
If they
you are
pick
kind of
TF
farm
like
top
this,
lane, you know,
the
they
answer
can
to
do
this
that.
TF is gonna be
Why would I
Galio,
get the
and then
TF?
Galio is
That
gonna be
will
ulting
pressure.
Ovrel and
Blind
Nafiri.
TF.
Yeah, this I think this is either Sylas and you run them down, or Galio and you follow up the engage from your team. I mean, if DN supers don't snowball this
which is,
game, draft is better for
kind of like
DRX
a dog
again.
fight.
They have better side
down a
laning,
brick
better
wall.
scaling.
Yeah,
They have a Mundo
and
that's
that doesn't
unkillable.
necessarily
They have
work.
Yunara
If
scaling. Like
you ever
DRX is
tried
cooking
to,
drafts in the last 2
contain a
games.
dog.
Do this one with no problem.
Yeah, sort of hoovers through that as now Dudu slice and dice and acted on call.
Oh, Rich.
Does have to flash to get the stun here onto Rich, but that closes the gap, and Rich just walks it off.
Wait, but Rich is gonna run away.
There's the form change, the extra movement speed.
Piosik is
if he can get
behind
the
him.
snipe, might be able to get something
Are
going.
we
Doesn't have
diving
the
this
ulti,
chat?
though, and I
Piosik
don't think he's
misses
gonna be able to
skill,
fight too much.
hits 1,
Rich
2.
actually electing to go away from the turret, away from the crocodile, and
Wait, what?
he's just dead even though he flashed.
Oh, that
I'd
feels,
say there's a little bit to be talked about there.
that feels so bad. If Piosik had the ultimate available, you're just 100% dead. You don't even bother flashing, you know it. But I think he just thought maybe he can make it out.
There by DRX
I'm not really
as
sure
well,
what would
so
I
not
play
able to
Camille
get all
jungle
three.
into.
Still feeling very,
But
very
level
good
6
about
her
how
ult
this one has
functions
gone.
similar to buy ult.
As Rich is utilizing the range advantage
Which
quite
draft
well.
I prefer, DRX.
Outside of that, I think Dudu is kind of okay with how things are going. Maybe less okay now as Willer is moving up. But Piosik is here, a 2v2. A Rich looking worse for wear. Cannot be in melee range, but that is Dominus now on cooldown for
Yeah,
Dudu.
we are a little afraid.
Gonna
Wait,
die?
are they gonna
Looking
die?
at a possible avenue to
There's
do so, as we
no
do
way
have
diving in
multiple
Mundo.
people rotating over. My God, that
They are
fast
diving
response did so
Dogdam
much
though.
work.
Dogdam plays
And
very well.
Gio,
Dogdam!
I don't think he's gonna be
Holy
able to
shit,
get that one as
Dogdam!
he's down to sub 100
Flash
health.
out, barrier!
Beautifully
The
done.
Q
Walks
misses.
out of the way
Dogdam
of
is
the
now running
buffer
away.
bomb.
Oh my God, on the
Gio
field!
get the
Okay,
last
that's a
hit.
1-for-1.
And actually, it wasn't
That
him.
is a good trade for 2v1
So therefore,
and
Andal
trades
dies
1-for-1.
for it. Now
But look
Willer
at these
is
guys, they are trying to
deal
play
with
hard
Peter.
onto Jace,
Looks
but
like
Jace
Rich
doesn't even
survived
get
on that
dope.
top
Did they
side
at
and
least steal the
teleported
blue
back.
buff?
Ends up very scrappy in the bot
I think there was
side
no
play.
blue
Even though
buff to
Dogdam
steal.
getting the kill,
If they
Rich
go
is
on
going back
Andal
to
and they
base, or
one-shot
is at least
Andal, they get a
considering
reset
it
on
for
a
the
Piri.
moment.
They will go on Andal.
Piosik gonna try and make this a 50-50 as James
Okay.
throws a Slurkle in.
Wait.
There's the Destiny.
Wait, no, the
That's
other
gonna
team is
double
turning
kill
around
by
instead.
DRX.
Closer is gonna get burned down
And
here.
down Closer without too much
DNS
anything
never really
happening.
pressed the button.
Piosik gets
That's gonna be a
himself
reset.
out
Now
of the
they are
way.
going on to Gio. Gio's gonna that's why we're losing so much HP. We're reset 2. Yo! I thought they are getting smoked in this fight, but
Andal
finally they
takes
turn
so
around.
much
Piosik gets the
damage,
ult onto
ends up
Karma, gets a
setting
reset
up
off.
for Piosik to get a reset in that situation, and then Peter gets a huge
But
engage
imagine
and
that
look
they
at
will
the
have put the
summoners.
trigger
On
before the
side of
dragon
DRX,
died and
Gio
before they
flash
collapsed
not
onto
used,
Closer.
Willer flash not
Closer
used.
didn't actually get
Well, they
many
just
assists from
waited
that,
for
no,
anything
so not
to
a lot
come
of
in,
hex
and
score
yeah,
stacks.
Dragon picked up his big.
Dogdam's
but
gonna
a
be greedy
bunch of
there.
kills over the DNF
Piosik carrying the
situation.
game with that
Yeah,
ult.
Peter finding so much value with that
The
Magnet
smite
Stone as
goes
well,
to
so he checks this out
Mundo.
one more time.
The flank was really nice on a closer, taking that target out in the situation. But they could have just backed off here. They looked for more. Andal's low.
So much
instantly
damage from that
dies.
Nafiri.
That means Piosik gets this shield on the reset.
Damn, that was
ult,
a
and Peter's
really
engage is
good
great.
engage by
No
Peter
summoner
right
shoes
after Karma
from
died too.
either-
Yeah,
Red
we're
and
fighting
bait.
over a red buff here, as the briefcases are really starting to hurt. Willer moving forward, Closer
Piosik
getting
gets the
flanked,
smite off.
and there is the gold card.
They had to go ulting onto Yuka, but DNS is getting run down. Gio!
He's in a lot of trouble. Piosik goes untargetable, but there's the dash.
Bro, they are getting
and
smoked
the
now.
Ruin
They are
comes
all
on
getting
through
smoked.
to take down the Corki. Piosik has to get out of there, and another gold card
Nice W
comes
by
on
Victor.
around.
I think he might
But
just
that
walk it out
grabbing,
now.
well, a lot of value.
Defending isn't a great feeling.
There's a flash from Peter. This time we're going to try and take
Clans
down
was good
Yuka,
though. I think he's out.
as he is
They're
able
trying to
get that
force
gold
because they have
card
numbers
outside.
advantage.
Dive
Dodo!
Dudu gets
Holy
the
fuck,
dive.
Dodo!
Be a dead Yuka.
Wait, oh my god, they're going so deep! And they actually do end up getting that kill! Holy, that worked? That actually worked? Insane!
Breaks down the turret.
They really
I don't
just
know
do
if
everything.
it's worth though. Like they do get the kill and they end up diving tier 2 tower from tier 1 tower. But then they are losing all top plates and all top tower for Jace.
Doesn't feel like a huge advantage game.
I guess Closer gets some stacks from it, right? So Closer should be closer to his full upgraded hex score.
Being proactive.
I mean, Ali, not I staying at 2.5 item.
he should be able to get that tower the next wave, but there are people moving back in return. Peter, you know, he learned from last time. This is the exact same position. This time he has real flash though, not hex flash, and also he jumps in when he's outside the tower range.
He actually gap closes so hard. Andil, caught, has flash. Dogdam caught harder. Dogdam has to flash away, Dogdam has barrier, Risk flashes in, Dogdam dead. Peter dead. Really good ult by Yuka, they can keep going. This is a little bit deep. Closer dead.
So beautifully to make sure that there is no victor left.
7-6, 8-6.
They really
IO looks like a series. IO is a 3-0 to Napiri, but I don't think Napiri is going to 1v9 this game.
Yeah, so expect to see more of this from the Aegis.
Oh, Tia ult. Tia has so much impact in this game. But he goes way too deep and he banks his whole team. That's a 2 kills for Napiri, but she doesn't have a reset, so she's getting run down now. Now she's trying to buy time eating over walls. That's what Napiri does. Flash, briefcase. Flash, briefcase, push. Circle.
And Doctom is going to have to blast cone his way out.
Is he gonna flash in for it? He's gonna flash in for it.
I thought, no, he'll hold on to that because he might want it in the
That's gonna be 2.6k gold lead on Geo. I don't think it's losable anymore. Hey, that's a nice skin. The pores are massaging her.
Doctom's just respawned. Oh, very late to the dragon.
Insta cleaver to the face. They didn't get bottom though. Shield bow on Yunara. Pyosik lost so much HP already.
Possibly in a difficult
It
position.
is actually quite tanky, so he's not a free reset for Napiri.
Walk their way into this river.
Closer is sitting at Victor angle, where if he gets 1 kill, he gets a huge reset. Peter, look at Peter. Wait, this is a reset for Napiri, this is a reset for Victor, but they are on the ropes. Napiri still has ult. Okay, not bad. They get the dragon and they get out. I thought Peter might be looking for a flash in, but because Willer walked up so close, I guess he's just the target.
A bit harder for him to team fight. Perhaps not the right decision.
Yeah, we are destinying our way forward.
Yeah, that's Tia ult pressure.
Yeah, actually turning it onto Dudu here.
Dudu has no tenacity. Dudu is just dead, no?
Comes on forward, lays down the hammer. Now they're looking for even more. Gio just loves pressing R. And he does so, but Pyosik gets himself over that wall and will be able to get out of there alive.
That's why I hate playing TF. Because of exactly what Yukal is doing this game. He's 1-5, but if he wants to catch you, he just presses ult. Renekton has Sterak, so he has that extra tenacity, but 20% against 2-second gold card, not enough. While TF doesn't do any damage, he is really annoying with his gold cards. You need Michael Blessing against TF, and from my understanding, Peter is not really building Michael Blessing. He's going probably Locked maybe or something. Either way, I think he should have won Michael Blessing to stop the gold card from being so broken. What just happened? Why did Dogdam W over the wall when he has his whole team around him?
Doing some work onto the Twisted Fate as Jude just gonna start up this dragon. Teleport in from Dudu. DNS
Here we go, it's all on Peter. Will he find the engage? Dudu goes in. Dudu has to ult, they flash on Jiwoo. Jiwoo gets Michael, Jiwoo is caught, Jiwoo is caught, Jiwoo is mega caught, Jiwoo is dead. I repeat, Jiwoo is dead. Pyosik goes on to Mundo, Pyosik gets the reset. Pyosik now is gonna probably not ult anymore. They found their fight. Holy shit! Pyosik 505, but that was really nice flank by Dudu. And as Jiwoo is trying to do damage to him, he just gets flashed on, W'd. And then Peter insta follow-up engage. Dudu was caught mid-slides, but then just gets flashed on by the Croc. And Croc is only useful when he has flash! So why don't you poke? Why do you commit? I think that's on Jiwoo.
They're gonna look for some poke though.
That fight was on Jiwoo.
See if they can force him off. A shock blast hits
Big.
Peter.
Yeah. Peter does take a fair bit of damage there as gold card comes through on the closer, but it's not really doing damage.
This is for sure a baron. Peter is going too deep, he's just gonna die.
But he's just trying to buy some space. That is Pyosik taking down the Baron, and Baron for one, you'll take that.
Did you see how Pyosik didn't trust his team and has stepped outside the explosive cone because he thought the team was gonna take it out? Okay, we should see a replay now. So look how Dudu is getting a flank off, gets gold carded, and then dashes in by the end of the gold card, buffers it, and then Jiwoo is stepping into him, gets flash W'd, gets Michael'd, and then Peter flashes on top of that instantly. If Jiwoo had the reaction time to flash away from that rel, that would be a mega free fight for DRX. There is no way they lose this fight if Jiwoo is alive. But the only way they lose is if Jivo dies, and Jivo dies.
Even though the health bars get quite low.
Yukal, he's got a gold card and a dream. He manages to...
Oh my goodness! That auto reset was fucking sexy. I think Dudu has no TP, right? So they are a little bit fucked here. They are trying to commit on to Rich, but Rich is too tanky. I mean, they get the reset. Jivo now is on the backline, but Closer is lower and lower, and nobody can really kill Willa. Push, push, push! Damn!
And he dies for a double kill.
Piosik is the guy who gets away and has the tier induction.
He's in the top lane.
And my friends, we are back to an even game state. Baron power play plus 100 gold. It's not really a big deal.
Oh my goodness, is he gonna do it again?
Bro, like Wheeler is just too tanky. There's no way they kill Wheeler. Oh, but they got rich. Nah, this fight is good for Gio. This fight is good for Gio. Gio is gonna clean. 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 Gio is cleaning. He has to flash out. Nice stop push by Yukal. They just can't break the shields now. I feel like... Oh, wait. Piosik with the double Q! Piosik with the double Q! Piosik with the double Q! Holy fuck! That's why you go GA, baby! That's why you go GA! Piosik W's gold card from Yukal like this, he just did it again, and then gets on top of Jiu, and when the dog is on top of Inara, she just can't run away, hits double Q. Yo, Piosik is 1v9 in this game, he's back to his world's winner form. 8-0-7 on that Nafiri. The freaking dog.
They go for the Jace first, but they don't even immediately get him. All they engage committed onto him.
Now Jiwo is free to hit. I mean, a little bit slow QSS there, but he's free to hit. I feel like Yukal is over chasing so hard. Look at Yukal, he's trying to kill Closer, but he doesn't have damage. That's not his purpose. His purpose is there for the gold card. And now they just keep over chasing. Look. I mean, okay, the fact that Wheeler actually dies there and doesn't kill Dogden is insane to me, but then Piosik steps up so big time here. Piosik actually do let the good dog out.
The Inara doesn't have the ultimate, not as strong, doesn't have the stacked up Q, and once again chases in the Neferi into TF specifically, just having such a bad time. The only CC that this composition have is that
Infernal Dragon, like 4 Infernals!
Or like the Jace
for this Nafiri.
Relying on the stun card, it just does
and not only, with Victor and Corki also, but wait, Wheeler? Wait, here we go, we have a fight. Rich is being zoned by Peter. Wheeler is a little lose half HP, but he has so much reach, and Peter goes in. They're trying to kill Rich, he's gonna kite out. Juna dashes in, Peter is dead. Closer is still on the sidelines.
Now DNS down their metal horse pants lady.
Yeah, getting a little messy here.
What?
A little split up in that fight.
Are we still singing Silver Scrapes, DRX? That's the question. As Piosik, he can do that all day. That's all right. DRX wanting to get themselves a Baron, and I am a little bit worried about their prospects.
This is not an easy play for them because Dudu has TP. He is TPing on the flank. They are trying to go into Piosik. Yukal is very deep. Yukal is very deep. Yukal is gonna die here. Yukal has to flash away. Yukal gets sniped by Baron. And Corki Baron actually helps though. And now Piosik is going in. Piosik presses his W. Really good W, Piosik. But Piosik doesn't get the kill. And now Jiu is kiting away. Jiu is still trying to run away. The Karma shields are crucial. The peel is good from DRX. And now Mundo is dead. And so is Jace. Closer finally online. And Jiu jumps in. But he doesn't kill Dotam. Meanwhile, Closer executes him.
And it's a double for Closer. Now Piosik turns back up. They're getting away with it.
And the dog is dead. 9-0-4. 9-0-10.
Look how low the health bars are. Jiwoo trying to find the
Is that the game? Is that GG?
And DNS clean up all of DRX.
21 to 22 in kills.
36 minutes, Infernal Soul in hand. There is
18
seconds.
3 kills in total. Peter.
I think DNS have done it.
Dude, Peter is just 1-8-10. He's happy to be there. He's happy to be there at the Nexus explosion screen.
And now it all
damn, man. Piosik is so big this game. Piosik was such a carry. Holy shit, man. He really like took his team on the back. That is it, guys. DRX, the ex-Worlds winners that Piosik played for when he won Worlds, is out now. DN Supers will be moving on and facing off against Damwon tomorrow.